I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it tough. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I will lose my opportunity and suck. Don't make way for a prodigy. Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get it tough. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I will lose my opportunity and suck. Don't make way for a prodigy.
Another man made my phone ring, hello. Said he capping, but won't step, you know. Every time he sell me, that's phone, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Newest, don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. Ram inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile if it cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple.
It's week 15 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Eagles and the Falcons. Next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. He was solid last week, over 100 yards yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Falcons had 12-1 now to start play. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ritter completes this quickly. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. B.J. Robinson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time, and he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, it's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. And look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about, let's take that forward now. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Hurts. He'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 4 down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
That is caught. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Swift. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. Ritter from the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. These two teams all tied after one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Taken right around the 44. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They run with Washington. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Break tendency. And go for the big shot.
Bootlegging out here. Ritter sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. And the Falcons get there. the season. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
Okay, ready?
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Ritter with it after the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He's going to launch it for Washington. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. In motion goes the tight end. First down. Here's Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. Nice little juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Robinson with another carry. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. He'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And incomplete on a deep ball. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And take it right on the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is good from 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with a Falcon. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Robinson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 104 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. The give is to McLaughlin. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Second down. Here's Hurts. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Ritter fires quickly out wide, and he's going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Ritter. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that route.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. He's John Robinson. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons will add to their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Hurts throw going to be caught by Davis. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. But 1st down, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll run right here with Swift. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Hurts throw taken in by Sutton. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Offside, defense.
So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice that one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Here's Hurts to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And connecting quickly with Goddard.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, the trials and tribulations of to throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game. Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.